Well, here we are with another web game review. This time it is much more ninja affair with Mushashi. At least I think that's how this power is pronounced. Yeah, it's a ninja game with like 4 keys. Just walk about with whatever and 4 attack buttons. It's a very retro styled game. Yeah, there's many different ways of controlling. You can go and all those and that and that and that and that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are about 7 different ways of controlling. I just prefer this one because it actually uses keys that are manageable. Yeah, I'll just get into it. The story is with this is the usual ninja affair. You are a ninja who will fight for redemption and stuff. Usual story. Yeah, so you can walk about with the normal keys. Get you this time. And wrong button. You can throw kunai, do slices, and you can run as well, but the running is very dodgy. Because the running is a separate key. So you walk around with that, and then you press a button to do the sprinting. But but it's yeah. Especially having that skid, it's not great. The running in this is not very good. It's better to just walk around like this and just be a moving ninja. Ow! Yep, back off. Those shuriken throwing enemies, excuse me, are probably the hardest thing in the game. The bosses are easy to kill because the flaming kunai above your health bar at the top, that is special attacks, and I'm not going to use it because I only have one, and there's not much chance I'm going to be picking up another one. Oh, so I can kill those ones with a kunai. Okay. Yeah, these are the main bad guys, the samurai, which will use slashy slash to kill them, your special attack to kill them, and that's it, really. But those shuriken throwing ones, they hide behind enemies that block. So they block your kunai, and it just becomes a huge pain in the arse to kill them because they're throwing stuff really remarkably. No, just the thing is you can't duck under their attacks either. So you just have to sort of just run away and try not to get hurt. Duck. So yeah, so the kunai throwing ones are essentially a free hit. I've tried jumping over them, I tried ducking under them, it doesn't work. You just have to kill them, but they hide behind the other enemies, which block your kunai throw. So you have to kill everyone else first, but by the time you do that, you're staring the shuriken thrower in the face. I think that is my most major criticism of the game, is the fact that just the ranged attacker is just have him by himself, or give the ability to duck under the kunai, to duck under the shurikens, because that was my first idea. Even with the retro styled games, you could just duck under them, and it's hard to say if it's a game breaker or not, because it's just a real pain. Because you can kill the bosses, but just this single enemy, just just really difficult to kill. I think just because of that, it's. I think. And I've only just started, now I've lost most of my health. It's just those... die. And also as a thing as well, I think all the enemies have been set to martyrdom or something, simply because pretty much every enemy drops a bomb, which, if anything else, breaks pace. Because even if you're sprinting through this, like most sort of people who have played these sorts of games before would do, you just get hit by them, and so it ends up being this. Everybody dies. So, yeah. Oh, die, everybody must die. Everyone must die. See, I'm just shooting off screen now. Yeah, it's just those shuriken ones are almost impossible. Well, you can kill them, it's just if they're in a group of enemies, it just becomes just too complicated. Yeah. It's like, I like... most people know, that, well, if you're regular, you would know that I like all these retro-styled games and things, but just that, it doesn't make the game very good at all. It's like it's trying to be one of those retro-styled, one of those sort of old, like, Shinobi games, but it's missing, like, a few details, like being able to duck under the ranged attacks, or slightly more well-arranged sprinting. Yeah. It's like, I want to like it, but I just can't. There are a few bugs, is probably the best I can call them, which just make the game too difficult. Well, not necessarily, well, doesn't necessarily make the game too difficult, it just makes one enemy overpowered. And essentially, it's just you come up with 3 of them, you face off against 3 of them, and you're essentially dead. Because you can't block. You can't block, you can't dodge, you just take the hit. And you come up against 3 ranged enemies. If you get hit by 2, 3 attacks from each of them, you're dead. And considering the bosses are so easy to kill, you just don't use a special attack until you meet your boss. And then just press a button and it's all over. I want to like this game. These are the sort of games I really like, but I just can't. There is just a few things wrong. There are just a few things wrong, but because of those few little things, I just can't. Yeah. It has a few problems, and it's those few problems which make the game, well, just not very good.